Hello, this is RV Vagabond Jerry in Pahrump, Nevada. And they have a museum here, a historical museum about the Pahrump Valley. So why not take a look at it and see what they've got to show us. The museum has two rooms, the main larger room and then another room that they call their atomic testing room. And mainly what they have here is just various items that people saved from the last 100 years or so. They do have some wineries around here, and they've got two giant bottles. This one is about 1.5 feet high from the Pahrump Valley vineyards. I bet this miner's looking for a pot of gold. And his name is Last Chance Johnny. Well, he's got something there. Here's a safe you're not going to carry off in your pickup truck. That thing is really heavy. This is an ammo box for a cannon. Got some model airplanes. And here is a newspaper from August 14, 1945. Military costumes. And here's some gambling items. There's an old card shuffler. And this is one of those old style slot machines where the reels were manual and your choices popped up just randomly. Now those new slot machines you see everywhere are just computerized to hit when the computer tells it to hit. Now, I don't know how honest those computers are, but I definitely prefer playing these mechanical slot machines. There's a barrel of cotton, and here's a cotton plant. Now, why do they have little toy barrels of cotton? I don't know. Cotton used to be the major industry in Pahrump Valley, and then it just went away. I asked the curator here about it, and somehow it just didn't turn out profitable anymore. This is an iron collection. See all these old style irons? And these are actually gasoline powered irons. Now I don't know how that works, but that's what he said. And these little irons are toys. Can you imagine kids today playing with irons as toys? Just little ones like this? Not anymore. Nowadays, if something's not electronic, the kids don't want it. Velvet tobacco, I remember that. And look at these dollar bills. These are from the Confederate States of America. And this is back when banks issued their own money. And can you imagine a $1,000 bill with the value that it would have had back in 1840? Wow, imagine the value of that back then. It's got all kinds of really old things here. Here's some Burma Shave shaving products. And used to be any home with a man around had to have a spittoon. I used to have one. I never used it. It was just had it as a novelty. I wonder if they still have bug sprayers like this. And more from their iron collection. Colorful horse. And look at these three characters. Got her thumb in her ear. And this guy must have it in for this guy. Here's some old kitchen appliances. Well, they do have a third room here. Mostly about trains. They got a train set up here. It's not running. And looks like this guy is just tired of working. I know I am. I haven't worked in my business since 2017. There's a reward poster for Butch Cassidy. And any of the guys from the Wild Bunch, $500 a piece, which back then was a heck of a lot of money, dead or alive. Here's some models and some old train equipment. Well, this is a nice setup they got here. Looks like they had some kind of a controversy going on here. They had a pupfish dilemma. Here's some old cameras. There's a movie projector. And you might remember this guy from that movie. I did see that movie, and it was like one of the stupidest things. There's a small wine press. They got some old typewriters. And did you know that pennies used to be the same size as dimes? This is a 78 RPM record. And when I was about 16, 17, 18, I had a collection, good sized collection of 78s. Mostly German and polka records. I don't remember where I got them or what I did with them. When I left home at age 18 to go to college, I left a lot of stuff behind, and from there on it disappeared. I've seen a lot of these PBX machines in museums, and here's a teletype. It says right there. And when I got my first flip phone, I thought that was just the most modern device, and now it's just history. And this is a very modern clothes washing machine compared to that one. Here's some kitchen items and a big stove, wood-fired stove. Here's some all-wood vehicle models. And this is the atomic testing room. In case you don't know, Nevada, just a little ways west of Las Vegas, used to be the big atomic testing site. And they would have atomic parties in Las Vegas to watch the testing done that you could see in the distance with the explosions going off. Here's one of the tunnels that this was ran through, and here's where they capped it off. These are models of some of the atomic testing equipment. This big long thing. Here's where parts were sent by rail. And if you want to read all this stuff, you can learn all about atomic testing. And this big old thing is, guess what? Tricone button bit. Here's some artwork they have outside. Well, it's not a terribly exciting museum, but it's all I could find to see in Pahrump. Here's some old farm equipment and some vehicles. That one is an old fire truck. Here's the Pahrump store. with the cowboy hanging around out front. There's the bell for this schoolhouse, and there's the restrooms. Here's a mock-up of a mine. Don't know what these two buildings are. There's another one over here. It says ranch something right there. Here's some more farm equipment. And then here is a log cabin. Well, it's nice that they had propane to heat it. I looked in the window and it's just a family residence. Here's a girl reading her school book, I guess. And here is, I think that's a donkey, with a boy giving his little sister a ride. And this bicyclist is the last item. Well, folks, if you have an hour or so, you're coming through Pahrump, you want to see something, I guess this would be the place to come. Good day, folks.